What up, YouTube? Big Louie's Coach Review back again with another review, and today we're here to do a little review on an affordable, stabilized wood box mod. This is the Woody Vapes box mod. This is straight out of Cali. It's the X200. It's a 200 watt box mod with some stabilized wood on the front panel. Now, this panel is not the removable panel. The removable panel is the battery door with the logo of the company on it. This is 2 battery box mod, dual 18650 in series, and it has 200 watt capabilities, as well as working in nickel mode, stainless steel mode, titanium mode, nichrome mode, and that's it. So your basic, temp control situation, basically. There's really nothing new about this box. There's nothing like new or innovative about it because it's just simply a 200 watt box mod, really. What I like about it is that it's big, okay? I got big hands. And usually when I hold small devices that are stabilized wood, they get kind of lost in my hand, which I like these if I'm stealth vaping. But if I'm just sitting around the house and I'm watching TV and I'm just not really doing anything that day, I carry a box that's going to last me all day, And this, being that it has like a stabilized wood little thing on it, it's actually kind of cool. And what I love about it mostly is that the button has stabilized wood on it. Now, there's some things about this box that are supposed to stand out. Like there's a chip set in here, and it looks like this. Okay, that chipset is known as the Gene chip. That's G-E-N-E, Gene chip. Okay, it's manufactured here in America. And, there's not a lot of chips that are American made. A lot of them are China, Japan, or wherever that they're made. Now, the DNA chip, okay, it's an American made, it's an American chip company, and it's made in America. But the DNA chip is actually pretty expensive. And most DNA boxes are pretty expensive. And most stabilized wood DNA chip boxes are really expensive. I got some stabilized wood DNA chip boxes, anywhere that are 75 watt to 200 watt or 75 watt to 150 watt, and they range anywhere between $300 to $600. I don't really review them because they're my personal devices, and the reason why I don't review them is because I don't really foresee a lot of people spending that much money into a stabilized wood box mod. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know that I love wood box mods. Always have, always said it, always stated it. Now you throw stabilized wood with all the pretty colors and everything in it, then I'm even more interested, And this box, it retails, I think, for $150. HeavenGifts.com, they got it on sale for $125. And with my coupon code, the ALU15, for the 15% off, it's actually $18.75 or $18.58, something like that, in savings on top of the $125. So, you're actually saving a lot of money when you pick up a box like this. It's actually really lightweight. It's made of aircraft aluminum. And it has no weight to it. Literally, the box itself does not have any weight to it. But when you do put 2 batteries in it, you are carrying the weight of 2 batteries. The screen is super simple, super clear, and the menu is not confusing at all. Okay? It's just ridiculously easy. All right? Now, if you want to, let's say, flip the screen, all you got to do is hold down the plus and minus button. That was easy, okay? So if you want to rotate the screen, it's easy just by simply pushing 2 buttons that are visible and that are in your hand, basically out in the open. You don't have to go into a menu and hit this to enter and this to advance. Very simple. You want to go into temp control mode, all you have to do is click the fire button 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 takes you into another mode. 1, 2, 3 takes you into another mode. 1, 2, 3 takes you into another mode, like this. So to turn on this device, you simply have to click the fire button 5 times. So once you click it 5 times, it says the intro, Woody Vapes X200. To go into the other user modes in here, such as temperature control, nickel, nichrome, titanium, You just got to simply click the fire button 3 times. So now we're in nickel, temp control, titanium, nichrome, stainless steel, and wattage. Once again, power mode. So you see how easy that is. I mean, it's ridiculously easy. Now the stabilized wood on here is kind of exactly almost like the Arctic Dolphin. This is the Arctic Dolphin, and this is the Woody Vapes, okay? The difference between the two, so there's a difference basically between the single battery regulated device and the dual battery regulated device. The dual battery regulated device is working with a higher voltage to get your coils ramped up when you need them to. Whereas this one, you're limited. So unfortunately, you can't really work with a low resistant build on here, because if you're pushing wattage, you won't be able to have the voltage to back it up. So you're going to have to work with a higher resistant coil on here. So you're most likely going to have to be at like a 0.5, 0.75 ohm coil in order to use this device, okay? Whereas this one, I could work with a 0.10 ohm and go up anywhere between 100 to 200 watts and still have that leeway. And if I want to work in temp control mode, this will work in temp control mode for every wire. Stainless, nickel, titanium, nichrome, you know, it works for all the wires out there. So that's all I got to say about that, really, you know. I'm not a big temp control guy, but on occasion I'll use a stainless steel temp control just to mess around with it, and I get a pretty good vape. Aside from that, you know, for most part, I'm on power mode. Always on power mode. Now, you're not just stuck with this kind of stabilized wood and this color of a box. They got many different colors of a box. Let's check that out right now. So just a little look on the different versions of stabilized wood and different versions of the box color itself. Comes in a green, which kind of looks like a yellow to me. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. And the pink, a silver, which kind of looks almost like a lavender purple, and the black. Okay, now those are the four colors that they offered in. You can see the dimensions. It's 58 millimeters wide, 98 millimeters tall by 27.5 millimeters deep. Okay, and the box itself, the max voltage output is 7 volts, maximum output voltage. Maximum output current is 50 amps. Maximum output power is anywhere from 7 watts to 200 watts. Resistance in temp control modes, you can go from 0.05 to 1 ohm. And in the other modes, such as power mode, you can go from 0.10 to 3.0. So basically, you'd seen the different color aluminums with the different color stabilized wood. So you're not just stuck with blue and brown, basically. You can have whatever color you want that they have available, and that's nice to see. You know, I actually like the silver one, and I do like the one they call a green, but it has that yellowish look to it. It's almost like a lime green, like a Gatorade green. That color, I like that color of the box itself. Now, the boxes are made of aircraft aluminum, so super strong and yet super light, very durable. You know, they're nice boxes. Easy screen, easy menu, big ass button, and the button, believe it or not, it's nice. It's got a piece of stabilized wood within the button itself. It has a nice feel to it on the thumb, and if you're looking for the button, it'll be super easy because it's not recessed. It sticks out from the box, not too far, but it sticks out where you can feel it every time you're holding the box and you want to take a drag. Now, this tank that I got on here is a tank made by IJOY. And IJOY has been releasing a shitload of RDTAs. This is an RDTA. It's known as the Tornado Hero. I've had other Tornado RDTAs from IJOY, and they were great. And this one just pretty much takes the cake. It's got a velocity-style deck on the inside, which is also interchangeable for pre-built coils. So you can own an RDTA, and if you're not into building coils, you can actually just install pre-built coils on the building deck itself. And I'll show you how to do that in the up-close portion. Other than that, The pre-built deck is also a flavor chaser. Okay, so it's a nice flavor chasing deck because it has a ceramic deck. Okay, so it's all about the flavor with the pre-built coils. I'm not a huge fan of the pre-built coils because with the builds that I put on here, I get great flavor. And I don't even need or have a desire to vape with the airflow wide open. I'm always at roughly about half opening on the airflow. I have it about half or a third, you know. I have a third or a half. You know, not a quarter, but a third. And I get great flavor and a nice deep dense vapor. Now, it is a little noisy, the airflow on here. You know, having it closed off, it does get noisy. But if I open it wide open, you can hear it's much more airier. I actually have learned to deal with the sound that it makes. It drives my girlfriend up the wall. But other than that, I like and don't mind the sound that it makes, you know. As long as I'm getting good flavor and good vapor. I mean, look at the vapor in here. It's already dense as shit. I didn't even take that many drags, you know. So what I like to do is, I like to go up close. I like to dive up close, show you what this tank is all about. Now, I'm not going to take apart this one. I've got another one that's black, okay? So we're going to take the black one apart, install some coils with some cotton and so forth, maybe play some different kind of music and go from there. All right, so let's do that. So here's the contents of our package. It comes with a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver, which is nice. You know, you can never have too many micro tools. Comes with an extra glass in case you crack the glass tank on here. They give you an extra glass as well, which is nice. For the lazy people out there, they also give you a flavor chasing ceramic build deck with pre-built coils that are pre-cottoned. You cannot take apart this. You just cannot take it apart, just so you know. Can't take it apart, and there is a chipset below for flavor control for those people who have the V Solo. You can do your flavor control down there and so forth and so forth. If interested, you have the extra coil head, basically. All right. Bag comes with extra posts, extra coils, cotton, grommets, O-rings, 510 drip tip adapter, extra screws in case you strip out the screws in a building deck. Everything you need to repair your RDTA. Now, if we take this apart, remove your drip tip, your Delrin drip tip first. Hold on to the tank, unscrew your top cap, and then pull it off. It's held in by 2 black O-rings. You can see there are black O-rings there. And if you want to take apart your actual tank itself, simply hold the top portion of your RDTA, unscrew the bottom, and there you have it. You have your 2-post deck. The building deck that comes with this RDTA is actually really cool. You can see the huge double airflows per coil on each side. Those are gigantic airflows, and they go all the way to the bottom where the airflow control is down here. So you open it up, you can see right through. That's a huge airflow. What you see directly through the airflow itself is the positive pin from the 510 connection, which is a removable positive pin. Building deck itself has 2 holes up top which hold these 2 massive Phillips head screws. And then on the bottom post holes, you can see they're Phillips head screws that go in from the side. Now, I'm not too happy about that design, really. Only because look at the type of Phillips heads they're using. They look kind of janky. Now, on the sides of the airflow, you can see there are chambers on the sides of the airflow. So when you tuck your cotton down, it's got to fill up that window right here. So you have that window right there. When your cotton's in there, it's just got to basically block off that passage. This way you can feed juice to your coils. Very simple and easy. Now, if you don't want to use this building deck, just take a flathead screwdriver, back out your positive pin, which is connected into your deck, basically. Unscrew the base, and you can remove this building deck. If you don't want to put a build in here, you don't need to have this build in here. You could use the pre-built coils that came with it that have the ceramic base. Now this is an unserviceable pre-built coil setup. Ohms at a 0.3 ohms, and you can vape at anywhere from 40 to 80 watts. And the way it works is you simply just screw this into your base. So if you decided to go with this pre-built atomizer, this is pretty much the build you're stuck with, okay? It's not to say that it's a bad build or anything like that. It is a spaced wrap coil, and I believe this is 3, 6, I think it's 8 wraps. I'm pretty sure it's 8 wraps spaced. I'm not sure what kind of wire it is. It could be stainless steel wire or it could be nickel wire. I'm really not sure. I don't really have an idea what it could be, but it is ohming at 0.3 ohms, and you can use it anywhere between 40 and 80 watts. Like I said, it's a coil that's built for flavor chasing. You have a nice ceramic deck on the inside, and it is chip controlled. If you look at the bottom of this atomizer, you'll see that there is a chipset and LED. So there's LED lights, so when you vape on this, it'll glow a certain color. I mean, that's up to you really, if you really care for the LED lighting. This is just something IJOY's been doing on some of their pre-built atomizers. So what we're going to go ahead and go with is we're going to go with this base, which is the only base that we can use, and this building deck. We're going to install a coil in here and wick it. Once you put this back together, don't forget to put your positive pin back into the RDTA. Your flathead screwdriver, tighten it up. You don't need to make it Superman tight. It's just as long as it makes connection and stops. That's it. I'm going to be using coils made by Fogging Out with the Batman. Okay, these are framed, stapled, fused Claptons. Now he's already pre-bent the coils for me, so I'm just going to use the bottom holes on here. I'm going to see how the bottom holes work out. But you see how the screw is? The screw closes in horizontally for the bottom screws. You can see that. So I'm going to have to twist my coil legs to accommodate how it's going to flatten. So not bad, right? Pretty good box, nice tank, vapes really well, you know. The black one works good, and the stainless works really good. They're really nice RDTAs, and these boxes are great boxes. It's a simple box. There's nothing confusing about it. It's not hard to navigate. It's not a confusing menu system. It's easy. It's portable. It is what it is. You could take it on the go, or you could just use it around the house like I do. Every now and then when I got to go to the store, I take it with me to go to the store. So I could, I don't have to drip and drive. I'm on my way to the store and take a couple drags before I go in, take another couple drags before I leave, and that's it. It's a nice, handy dandy little box that goes up to 200 watts. Now, do I put RDA builds on here? Yeah, I do put RDAs on here with nice builds, and it fires pretty low. So far, according to their instruction manual says the lowest this fires is 0.10 in power mode. That's the lowest it goes. And then in temp control mode, it'll go down to a 0.05 in temp control modes. But I have noticed with stainless steel builds, even if I'm not in temp control mode, power mode does go down to a 0.05. That's what I've noticed. I have yet to see like an atomizer short warning or anything like that. So maybe it's just mine. I don't know. Maybe because mine's the prototype or whatever the case is. But these are now available. So if you go to heavengifts.com, you save 15% off on it. You save $18, which isn't so bad. And that's it. For the price of 200 watts, you're basically getting a 200 watt box at 50 cents a watt. So roughly about $100, which not bad. Not bad at all. So 50 cents a watt, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Now, I got other regulated boxes coming up in reviews. I have quad series, quad parallel boxes up and coming in reviews. There's a lot of products coming out of America and China still that are in the regulated market, in the hardware market. So, this isn't the last box I'm ever going to review. But if you're interested in this one and you'd like to own a stabilized wood box mod and not have to pay an arm and a leg for stabilized wood, this really ain't that bad, folks. I know I've reviewed like a couple boxes this week, or within the past couple weeks I've been reviewing boxes, but it doesn't mean the ones I've reviewed sucked. The ones I reviewed were very good boxes. It's just a matter of it's more of like personal preference. Which one do you think you like? If you like the stabilized looking wood box, pick it up. Save 15% on me. That's it. Other than that, I got more boxes to review. So from me to you two, peace out. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Laters.